My paper title is IoT-based smart system for gait correction. My name is Sang-Young Lee at Namseol University. First, introduction. Regardless of a person in the generation our age, humans have spent most of their lived with walking. However, they are not aware of the importance of correct walking, even though they use the amount of time for walking. Improper walking may occur adverse effect on the joint health of the spine, joint, and pelvis. If such a long gait is not getting fixed for a long time, complications may occur. Long pause affect not only physical health but also psychological health. As modern society become more prosperous, people's interest on health is increasing, especially interest in convergence technology that can enhance added value by combining with other industries such as automobiles, shipbuilding, and medical care has been increasing. Among the convergence technology, the convergence between IT and medical technology is important for medical diagnosis and analysis treatment technology using micro and nanotechnology and wearable computer technology for health monitoring, and related research is being actively conducted to develop related technology. If a human wants to keep a healthy life, the spine, which is the center of the skeleton, must be straight. However, in modern life, computers are used a lot and students wear a heavy backpack on one shoulder, and women often wear a handbag on the other shoulder. So there is high possibility that the spine may be deformed from in its normal structure. As such, diary habit and posture have a great influence on the human skeleton structure. Therefore, it is very important to keep a correct posture. In order to keep the correct pose, the sitting posture should be correct, the spine should be straight, and both feet should be moved when walking. Walking while touching the ground in the order of the sole and big toe from the heel to the ground is recommended, and the first should be evenly applied to the entire sole of the feet. From a medical point of view, gait is a factor that direct or indirectly affect physical health, and It may become a factor that determines impression and personality from a psychological and cultural point of view. Studies related to the existing gait has been researched in various ways. It also analyzes gait using multiple camera devices, EMG transmitter, and pressure measurement platform, and specialized in studying the gait of patients with sudden disease. In general, research is conducted in a way that a sensor device is mounted on a body part of measure motion and analyze it. The body parts that are mainly measured are things, grabs, ankles, and wrist. However, depending on the research subject to wear device in the wrist and head, or the sensor is mounted on a mat that subject can walk, such as on the ground to measure gait. According to the proposal of the study, gait type are classified are incorrect gait is recognized then corrected. The final purpose of the most study on gait is related to medical treatments or health. Therefore, the study measured subjects' gait status and monitored the wrong gait through an application or PC reporting to data analysis. Through the pressure sense, it is possible to check the correct order in which the sole of the feet touch the ground. This output value may be measured by the LED flickering through nanopixel. In addition, unlike existing product, the 3x acceleration and gyrosens are used to correct the shape of the gate by crashing in on touring gate and out-touring gate. A second leg walk, the gait of the person may be largely divided into three types of gait. They are out-touring gait, in which the front of the foot with the toes point outward. In touring gait, in which the forefoot crosses inward with each step, and on ideal gait, normal gait, in which the foot is stepped following the direction of walking. The joint movement pattern, force, kinetic energy, positional energy, and surface touching the around ground vary according to the gait type. In order to check your own gait, you will be able to check in which the naked eye, but it may be judged inaccurately. However, in order to confirm the gait using a measuring device, expensive device is necessary, and there is a disadvantage in that it takes a lot of time and money. Another method has the advantage that is the portable because it is in the shape of the shoes insert and there is no time-based and separation limitation. However, on shoes insert has a disadvantage of cost burden because it has more than 90 sensors installed. Therefore, for this studying a small system is manufactured that determined gait so as to keep the right posture and live a healthy life. And it is confirmed that gait may be easily and simply measured by this system. In general, in gait look ugly because the foot goes inward, causing the femur to divide twice inward. In other hand, the towing gait is walking step in which both foot walk outward, causing the leg bone to twice outward and advancing influence on the spinal joint, and there is possibility of increasing back pain. There are methods to measure a person gait, measuring the movement of the center of gravity that the foot touching the ground when walking, to measure the period of gait with can methods such as the movement of the ankle bone and to measure the angle of movement when foot is moving according to the starting point of taking off the foot. There is a study of identifying of person using human body measurement and gait information of a sensor. In this study, subjects were divided through individual gait habit by accurately measuring a person's gait condition. Next period is system designs. Below figure 1 shows the whole circuit diagram based on the IoT. When the user is walking, the pressure sensor and 3-axis acceleration curve sensor detect the walking status and receive the input value. The control unit allows the analog to analog digital conversions received from the pressure sense so that it can be checked as digital value 1 and 0. Since the 3-axis acceleration gyro sensor required analog value, thus AD process was not required. The receive input value transmits and receive the data value wirelessly to or from the PC using Bluetooth. Through PC, it may check the output value with a waveform after saving the data value in the Excel using the serial monitor value of the Arduino program. When the pressure sensor is press in order using nanopixel, the output can be checked with LED. Therefore, the intensively the pressure of each point of the solar may be found through the pressure sensor. The position of the pressure sensor was placed on the foot where the weight is most carried when a person walking in shoes. Figure 3 shows the distribution of the load of the sole of the foot, and the five states are normal walking motion. The pressure sense was arranged in as shown in figure 3. The user may design the number of each pressure sense to confirm that the pressure sense is sequentially pressed while the user is walking. This study used 3-acceleration gyro sense. It is possible to classify the shape of the gait through X, Y, and Z arc of the sense. The following figure shows nanopixel. It was appeared in the study of received input from the pressure sensor and direct check with the naked eyes when the press in order. In addition, nanopixel was attached around the shoes. Use input voltage of 5 volt and set the time and color of LED blinking by interacting with the pressure sensor through Arduino programming. Our value of Arduino was possible to be confirmed with a smartphone. Chapter FoCoS, Environment and Result. The following figure shows the operation of the shoes that the pressure sensor is connected to LED. The circuit was composed of the pressure sensor, resistor, and diode on the breadboard, and the output was confirmed by LED lighting when pressure is applied. In addition, the correct gait was visually confirmed by flickering according to the order in which the pressure sensor is pressed using nanopixel. If only the pressure sensor on the heel is pressed, or only the pressure sensor on the front of the foot is pressed, it is said that no writing on an LED is programming to write up only when pressed sequentially from the heel to the front. We check whether the sole of the foot touch the ground in the correct order. In order to measure the user gait, x-axis of the 3-axis acceleration sensor was attached to the front of the shoes. Last conclusion. In order to keep a healthy and correct posture, walking in the original time is important. Human gait can be largely divided into towing gait, out-towing gait, and normal gait. And in towing gait, out-towing gait may have a dead effect on the skeletal structure. Therefore, we develop a huge can-be analysis of gait shape using strain sense. When walking, with the developed shoes on the signal size of the 3 sensor mounted on the shop shoes appear difference. Therefore, we could confirm the human walking patterns can be read by analyzing the sensor signal. If other functions are added such as measures and the communication function to the shoes developed in this study, it will be applicable in wearable computer.